Hey everybody, it's me, Jennifer DeRocher, your favorite realtor. I wanted to bring you a quick market update. It is December, and so we are starting to see a lot of projections for the coming sales year of 2020 in Southwest Florida. And the news is interesting. One of the things that I found on the most recent Florida Realtors and National Association of Realtors update is that we're in an interesting market because, as I predicted years ago, and I will soon put up a link to this video from a couple of years ago, statistics are now showing that millennials are driving the mortgage and real estate market for the first time ever. So that's an interesting update because a lot of people had this idea about younger to even older millennials, people ranging in age from their early 20s all the way up through age 40 at the moment, that they're not buying houses because of things like student loan debt, which we see in the news all the time. However, that's not so, and a lot of that reason is because interest rates are down lower, making payments more affordable, and there are loan programs that many lenders are using that will help with debt-to-income ratio in regard to student loans. So an educated buyer, or a buyer smart enough to choose an educated and experienced real estate professional, is going to find resources that they need to become homeowners. And that's important because statistics also show that people who do purchase a home, rather than spend their money on rent, especially in a market like ours where rental costs are significantly higher than the cost of owning a home and paying a mortgage with taxes. And when you think about that real quick, it makes sense. If interest rates are lower, you're going to be able to buy more for your dollar. But at the same time, the rental market is very strong right now, and that means that you're going to be paying more in rent. So your mortgage can often be lower than what your monthly rent's going to be. But the point is that if you are spending so much money on rental payments, assuming you can't afford to buy a home, then you're never going to start building wealth for yourself. Now, wealth is a funny term. What does that mean? It doesn't mean you're going to be wealthy, but what it means is you own a home, you make those payments, you buy during a solid time like now where rates are low and you can get a little bit more bang for your buck. And then when you turn around to sell, you can often sell at a profit. Even if it's a modest profit and you're buying a new home, you can bank a big chunk. So if you buy in your 20s or 30s and then sell in your 40s or early 50s, you have an automatic nest egg, and that is a very general way to describe wealth building. And young people are telling themselves they can't afford to do it, but you can, and it's not that hard. So call me and I can help. So the market is interesting in 2020 because even though there are so many buyers and rates are so low, people are not selling. The majority of buyers are millennials. The majority of people with homes ready to be sold are actually boomers. So baby boomers, people who are now in their later 50s, 60s, early 70s, and for whatever reason, they're holding on to their homes. And so when you see low inventory like we're seeing, but a larger portion of buyers, that is going to create a seller's market. So it's interesting because the market is projected to stay very competitive through 2020, especially here in our area. We're actually projected to see a very small sales growth year over year in Southwest Florida. I thought that was so interesting because rates aren't projected to rise very much, and there are supposed to be even more buyers in the market, but inventory is not going to rise. So why is that? I don't understand it. But what it tells me is that with the limited inventory coming on the market, it's going to be more important than ever to hire the right professional to get those deals sold quickly and to work with someone who's experienced. And if you have hangups about selling, maybe you should speak with someone because there is a buyer for you, probably right now. So that's my take on the National Association of Realtors and the Florida Realtors market predictions for 2020. It's going to be a very interesting year. And it's going to be more important than ever, especially as a buyer, to work with an agent that understands the power of creative negotiations to make your offer stand out. So that's what I've got for you for today. If you have any questions on this, you can check my website. I will be posting a link to the full article, or give me a call. I'm always happy to help. Have a good day, you guys.